Hey everyone. So I decided that this week, instead of doing just one day as a day vlog, I'm going to do a vlog throughout my entire week. So today's Monday, so I'm gonna go Monday through Saturday, hopefully. We'll see, because I have to upload this on Sunday, so it might just be Monday through Friday. I haven't quite decided yet. I'm just gonna get tidbits of throughout the day so that you guys can see kind of what my entire week during the summer looks like. And I actually just got done with a lash appointment. My lashes, if you remember, oh, they were looking really thin, but they are looking pretty good right now. You can see them. They're actually, I feel like they're she did them way more full than she usually does, and there's like a bigger curl to them this time, so we'll see, because I can feel them. Which I don't know if I like. Anyway, but they do look good. They do look good. So I'm gonna go home. I wish I would have vlogged this. I got a order already of books in, and I am waiting for 10 more books today. I still have to input them into, I put them onto my classroom library, bookstores website, but I still need to put them onto my Excel sheet for my classroom library, which I think I didn't do that with my last order, so I'm behind on that. I need to input the books into that. And that one's mostly for me to just keep track of what books I have, the Lexile level, and if it has a reading counts points. Mostly for the reading counts points, so I can keep track of all of that. But I am gonna get going home, and I will see you guys later. Hey, so I have some news. First of all, my kiddos, I don't know if you can see them. We just got finished eating lunch at the school lunch thing, and we wore some suits, and so now they're just going to be playing in the sprinklers for a bit. We're waiting for some friends who are still eating lunch to come out, and they're gonna play with them, but so that's what's going on. For my news though, so I might have mentioned in my first clip today that I'm hoping that in a few weeks I can quit working at Vivint, because it's just not working for me at all. Just watching my kids. Well, I got an email today that I work at a place called Kids Club. It's for a gym, and I work for Trade for a membership, a family membership. So my husband and my kids and myself, we all get a membership to the gym. Well, my husband's never used the gym. I honestly have never really worked at the gym. The most we ever used it was to go to swimming, but I'm willing to pay a couple bucks for my husband to go swimming with us, because a shift lead position opened up, which means paying job, an actual paying job has opened up. Now it wouldn't be a lot, it would only be $100 a week, but I can make that work if I don't spend any of it other than for bills and stuff. I can make that work, and then we can try, my husband can still try to get another job that we can try to work around everything. I mean, it would be nice if we had a second car. We don't.
It's fun. Green colors are nice and refreshing today.
So anyway, so my kids are playing in sprinklers, but I'm gonna go after this to what's called the Sports Academy where I work, and I'm gonna try to see if the person in charge is there, to see if I can get this shift lead position. Because if I can get the shift lead position, I'm not working tonight.
Let's go.
I'm done.
Let's go around and
so yeah, we're gonna cross our fingers, toes, eyes, ears, mouth, nose, everything to try to get this to work out. Hey, so don't video bomb me.
Hi.
Okay, go play. So
Let's go play.
this is how Monday's shaping up. I might
Let's go play.
not be working at Vivint for a few.
Let's go play.
For another. We'll see.
Let's go play.
We will see. So I will. Yeah, I'll let you guys go, and I'll check in with you guys a bit and let you guys know everything that happened and if I'm working tonight or not. So I just went into Kids Club. I talked to the person. She said that she'll keep me in mind. As far as I know, I'm the only one that has expressed interest in this position. I'm like, I can start whenever you need me to. I'm like, the sooner I can get out of Vivint, the better. And she totally understands that. And I really think that I have a good chance of getting this job. this different position, and it would just, the sooner she can tell me, the better. So I want to quit. But it looks like I am working at Vivint tonight, which might be a good thing because I'm thinking I need to call my supervisor tonight and just kind of briefly explain everything that's going on. Be like, hey, my husband's looking for a second job, I'm looking for a different job, and as soon as I find different employment, I'm gone. Like, and that could be very soon. Like, honestly, she could call me tonight and be like, you've got the job, or she can like contact me tomorrow or sometime this week and be like, yeah, you got the job. So it could be any time, and that would be awesome. So we are on our way home. It's gonna be quiet time where my kids can play games and stuff like that. I might film a June haul during that time just to get it filmed and out of the way, so that I can edit it this Wednesday, or possibly, who knows. So I might be quitting any day, which would be nice. So we'll see what happens. So yeah. And I'm sorry the camera's like totally shaking. It's like on my car mount. And this is not the best car mount ever. I wish I had a better one that doesn't shake as much, but I don't. So as soon as I get a chance, I'll let you guys go. You guys are really quiet. I think I made my oldest upset because I told him that he really wants Robux. And I kind of explained to him the whole job thing that's going on right now. And I don't mean to make him upset or anything like that, but the job that I could possibly get, it's a major pay cut by like $400 a week. Pretty much pay cut. Like, it's definitely a pay cut. But we can make it work, and it'll be worth it for my health. And so we'll figure it out. But I'm at a red light, so I will let you guys go, and I will check back in with you possibly later tonight. I'm not sure, because I have to start working in like 2.5 hours, so I may or may not check back in today. So if not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so I decided to do my monthly haul in the week-long vlog that I'm doing. So I have on my phone, I have the books that I ordered. I am not going to show you things that aren't like pertaining to the classroom, but I will show you everything like, so pretty much just books, because I did get a new yoga mat and stuff like that, and a new charger for the Wii U, but everything else is books. So I will show you everything that I did purchase in the month of June. So here we go. Which I think there's some other stuff that I like ordered at the end that you might not have seen. So I will kind of go through. I feel like there's a lot that you guys have not seen. That's not on here. Let's see here. Give me a sec, you guys, sorry. So we'll start from the stuff that I've got today. Let's start there. So the first set of books that I got today, let me go grab some. I'll be kind of going in and out of the frame during this, so give me just a second. And if it's a series, I'm not going to grab the entire series. I'm just going to grab a few books. So I got 10 of the Captain Underpants books. I got everything that I got off of Amazon, and there's a couple things I got from Walmart, but mostly everything's Amazon. I'll let you know what the Walmart purchase was. So I got 10 Captain Underpants books. My eldest son, said that he would read them. I swore I would never buy them, but he said he would read them, so you just walk in. It's okay. So I got them. The next set of books that I got 15 rolled doll books. So in this series, I'll just read to you what there is. There's the BFG, Matilda, ECO Trot, George's Marvelous Medicine, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator, The Magic Finger, Danny, the Champion of the World, The Twits, The Witches, Going Solo, which I guess is like an autobiography of his later years in life. The Giraffe and the Pelly and Me, James and the Giant Peach, and Boy Tales of Childhood, which is like an autobiography of him when he was a child. So I got a Roald Dahl collection. I'm really excited about this. I'm going to have my son start reading some of these books. Really excited. The next set of books that I got are the Penderwicks books. I have not read these ones. So there might be a fifth one out there, but I only got a box set of the four books. I'm not sure if there's a fifth one or not. But so I got the Penderwick books. Like I said, all of the stuff I just got on Amazon. Most of the stuff that I get like in box sets. So I get like a larger quantity of the books for like a cheaper price. At least that's what I feel. I also got this bookcase that you see behind me. I got that last month, but I got another one this month, which is over there, which is where all those books are stored. So this month, which I'm actually going to show you the ones I think that you guys just haven't seen. So if you guys have seen these ones before in a previous haul, I'm sorry. But at least then I'll know that everything I'm showing you, you have seen before. So, don't think you guys have seen these. I did get, and there are 10 of these books. It is a series called The Haunted Library. And these did not come in a box set, so I had to order each one individually, which does cost a little bit more because each of them are like $4 to $5. So, and there's 10 of them. So, I got these books, and these are really good for like young, early chapter book readers. The print is really big, and it's just really good. So, good books. Another book that I got, pretty sure you guys have already seen my C.S. Lewis collection. I got the Chronicles of Narnia books. Pretty sure I did show you guys that. But I did get the book Tuck Everlasting. This is kind of it's for my classroom library, but it's also kind of a personal book. I really want to read this, and who knows, when I quit Vivint and I have nights not doing much after I clean up the kitchen and stuff like that, actually do chores again in my life, maybe I'll sit down and read a book. So this will be on that list. I don't know if you guys have seen these ones, but I did get the Dog Man books. Again, my oldest son really wanted these books, and so I got all 4 of them, and then I have the 5th one on pre-order from Amazon. So I got these ones. Like I said, some of these I ordered last month, so that would be May, and didn't get them until June, so I think these were part of those. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys the Minecraft book, so I'm not going to show you those ones. Definitely showed you Magic School Bus. Alright. Then I got some Mo William books. I only have 2 of the Pigeon books. And then I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of the Elephant and Pig books. So Mo Williams, got some of him. Then again, don't know if I showed you these ones, so I will just show them to you. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 Clifford books. So my youngest wanted a Clifford book, so we got Clifford books. And then I got 4 P.D. Eastman books. I had more in my wish list, but I realized that they were board books. So now I have more, again, in my wish list of P.D. Eastman, but I have to wait to get them. But I do have 4. These are really good for my son going into 1st grade because he can actually read these ones by himself, and I really love that. Oh, it's hot in here. Okay, so then I got 18 Goosebump books. This is the Horrorland collection. I got 18 Goosebumps books. These came in today. My 6-year-old son's really excited about these books. He just wants somebody to read these to him. He loves Goosebumps and scary things, and I don't know where he gets it from because it's not from me. Probably my husband, because it's definitely not from me. Then I purchased 8, which I think there are only 8. Maybe there's 9 and I pre-ordered. I only pre-ordered 2 books though. So I think there's only 8 of these. They're sick dog books. In my church class, I had one kid say, hey, these are my favorite books, and he was like saying that he loved them and everything. So right then and there, I added them to my wish list, and I actually went ahead and I purchased them because I figured if my son liked Dog Man, maybe he would like Stick Dog, but he actually hasn't taken the time to really look at these, which is kind of a bummer. So hopefully he will, because these are a higher Lexile than Dog Man, and so I would rather him read these than those. And then I got a couple different kinds of Yokai Watch books. So I got this like just Scholastic Yokai Watch book. Just a story right here. And then I got the actual like chapter books, like these ones are the ones that like you read backwards, I guess you could say. And there are 8 of them. I did pre-order number 9. So that will come to me as soon as it comes out. Again, my son really wanted these ones, so I ordered them because I'm at the point, if he asks for a book, I will try to get it as soon as I can, because that means he'll actually read it. However, he has not been reading all of these, which is, again, a little disappointing. But I'm actually kind of okay with that because I looked at the Lexile level, and it's only like 140 for these books, which is like really low. Really low. And then I got this one, the Essential Yokai Watch Handbook. I think Yokai Watch is kind of like Pokemon. Like a spin-off of that, maybe. Don't even know. But that's what I think it is. So those are the Yokai Watch books. Put those ones away. Another thing that I got, which I don't know if I've showed you guys, is this treasure chest. I got this off of Amazon as well. And inside, there's just a variety of toys. There used to be some Dum Dum Suckers, but my 4-year-old has raided this multiple times to get all the Dum Dum Suckers out of there. So, this is supposed to be our summer reading program, which I am failing miserably at the moment. There's just so many other things going on in my head that I am failing miserably at that. And then the last thing that I got this month, other than a pack, I did get some Astra Bright paper. I'm not going to bring it because it's heavy, but it's pink Astra Bright paper that I got. But this is the one and only thing I did not get off of Amazon. I found these at Walmart. Now, if you are a teacher and you have stocked the Dollar Tree for those little snack containers for those where you can put crayons and a deck of cards, stuff like that, and you cannot find them, because I could not find them, I went to Walmart. I found these on an end cap, and I think these look way more durable and better than the ones at the dollar store, and guess what? They're $1 each. So instead of getting a pack of 2 for $1, you're paying $1 each. So yes, it is a little bit more expensive, but they just look a whole lot more sturdy. And look at all the fun colors, you guys. So they have clear, they have yellow, they have orange, they have pink, which I think is supposed to be more like a red, but it's pink, blue, and green. These are awesome. So awesome. My husband's shaking his head. But so awesome, you guys, that I now have 24 of these bad boys. Because every time I go to Walmart, I see if they have them in every single color, and if they do, they end up in my cart. Because I will continue getting them until they don't have one of every single color. It's a good thing I don't go to Walmart every single day, because then I'd have a whole lot more of these. But I have 24 of them, and I think it would be wonderful if I could fill my top shelf of my bookcase with just these. That would be awesome. It would be a dream. It's not going to happen, but it would be a dream come true. He said I'm being dramatic, people.
I said over dramatic.
Over dramatic. I'm being myself. So, that is everything, at least I think everything, that I purchased in the month of June for my classroom. Now, there may or may not be any kind of haul going on in July. With everything being up in the air with my job and my husband trying to find a second job and stuff like that, I don't know what's going to happen with my book buying habits and stuff like that. It may need to be put on hold, which I'm okay if that puts my family in a better position financially to where I don't have to work at Vivint anymore. I don't mind working, but if I'm going to work, it has to be this one job. This one and only job. So, and I did not find out if I got that today or not. So, and I said that already. So I am working at Vivint, sadly, today. But I will let you guys go. And like I said, it is hot in here. I don't know how my husband works in here.
I usually keep the door open when you're gone.
Hot. I shouldn't be sweating. My eyelashes are going to fall out.
I usually keep the door open when you're gone. That makes it so it's not as hot.
Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, y'all. It's still Monday. I am in the process of logging in to my computer for work. Hard to do one hand. Give me a sec. Ah. There you go. So yes, actually, let's turn this inside. There we go. So I am about to actually call my supervisor and let him know that there is a chance that this might be my last week working, and I don't care. So I will let you guys know how that went. I'm probably on my first break because there's also a couple things I need to take care of. Take care of your customers before I actually like take phone calls. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. First break of the day. Okay, you guys, seriously, right here, like I feel like they're too long or something. I don't know, it's driving me nuts big time. Maybe I'll get used to it, we'll see. But I did talk to my supervisor of giving him my quote-unquote notice of me leaving the company. I told him like it's kind of all up in the air right now. I told him that my husband's looking for jobs. I'm possibly going to get a different job by the end of the week or even next week or so. And yeah, so like, but I did tell him for sure, because I have made this decision for sure, I am not working there when I'm doing my student teaching. And I may need to talk to my kids and stuff because I was completely planning on getting them all iPads and stuff like that for in August, but that may wait depending on what's going on financially. So, and it's more one kid that I need to really talk about with it, just because I just want to make sure that we are good to go into January when I'll start subbing. So I will let you guys go. I'm gonna go take my break for work and hang out with my kiddos, and I'll talk to you guys later. Probably not tonight. I'll probably talk to you tomorrow. So yeah, bye. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm gonna make myself some breakfast because I'm hungry. I need to wash my muffin pan so I can make some banana muffins, because I think tomorrow morning I want to have some banana muffins for breakfast. But where's Ira?
I can't wait for tomorrow because tomorrow's 4th of July.
Tomorrow's the 4th of July, which sadly around here they don't do fireworks for the 4th of July. They only do fireworks for what's called Pioneer Day, and that's on July 24th. So we will definitely go to those fireworks. But yeah. Anyway, making myself eggs. Let's get some oil on this.
I was going to. Number two. No, I don't want to spoil Mom.
You guys, I really need to get one of those like countertop.
Number two. No spoilers.
There.
Number two.
Give me a sec. Oh, Lily, it's hot. Hot.
When the mom
Get you guys quiet.
in.
So,
When Mom gets back in.
a couple nights ago, on Sunday, I had the bright idea. Lily, get down. Bright idea of after the kids went to bed, we went outside, started a fire in the fire pit, which took forever to start, and we roasted some s'mores, and it was fun, and it was a nice night with my husband. But I'm not gonna show you guys. There were mosquitoes out there, and they attacked me, and I was wearing a skirt, so like they attacked me, like on the back of my legs. Like it is mosquito bites right up to my butt cheeks. Like it hurts and it itches and it's awful. So I'm wearing some really loose shorts today because I'm like, I don't want anything touching them. Let me get the eggs. Give me a second.
So Jack was fighting against.
Don't tell me anything. Don't tell me anything. I haven't seen it. Just trying to spoil Incredibles too. So yeah, I'm just making myself some breakfast and then just chill and relax for a bit. I need to work out today at some point. But I don't want to like, Lily, no. Ugh. And I want to try to get some of these dishes done so I can have a clean kitchen at some point. So, yeah, I'm just making myself some eggs. Last night at work honestly wasn't too bad. I did, like I said, I did talk to my supervisor, so I gave him my quote-unquote notice, and now like I'm secretly wondering if I did the right thing. Which I'm sure, like, I haven't like quit. I'm just keeping him updated on what's going on, like at the possibility of me leaving and stuff. But maybe because I still can't get Saturdays off, they won't approve it, even though like it's something that I need. But they're willing to try to work with me in other ways. So maybe I could do Wednesdays and Thursdays off, and then just work Monday, Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays. I don't know, you guys. I go back and forth with this all the time, and like I want to leave the company. Like I want to leave the company, but last night, since like I didn't have to get my work orders approved anymore, like I felt like it was okay. And like honestly, like, and I love to serve people, and like yes, I'm getting paid and stuff like that, but like I really do love to serve people. And so, for example, last night I had a customer who, one second. Hey, Cole, Lily's food bowl is on the counter. Can you fill it up for her, please? There's no ants in it. Can you please fill it up, please? Okay. And then when she ends up going back in her crate, we need to put the food bowl in the crate with her so that ants don't get in it.
Got it.
Yeah, toast.
Yeah, Dad forgot to do that, and then there's all around.
Like, the last call that I had yesterday, he called and he was not very happy because he's been trying to troubleshoot this problem for days. Nobody's been able to get it fixed. Nobody's offered him a technician or anything. And I was like, okay. It was like, let's try to get it. Let me try today. See what I can do. First of all, they were trying to like do all these problems for him not being able to use the app for his security system. He said it just didn't work, and so I was looking into it. Well, it turns out for some reason his access was revoked for it, and so he had to re-invite himself, which we did that, and then the app magically worked because he had access to it again. That's something somebody should have caught days ago. Get down. And then his panel wasn't connecting to the internet. And so I was explaining to him, okay, let's try. I'm gonna do this. It's gonna be some of the same things. But I told him, I was like, don't do anything with the panel unless I tell you to. Because our panel takes forever to connect to the internet. And so if we interrupt it, then it like doesn't connect. And so we rebooted the panel and it connected. And all of his cameras connected. Everything was fixed. And he was so grateful that I was able to get everything up and going for him. Like, it made me feel good. Because he was so grateful. And while I don't want to be working for Vivint anymore, especially since I'm doing student teaching in like a month, a little more than a month, and I feel like that's just going to be too much stress on me to do both. I like serving people, but I guess I'm going to be serving people by teaching, so I'm so wishy-washy on everything. But, like I said, making myself some breakfast. I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey y'all. So we are on our way to lunch, taking the kiddos, and even though they can hear me, I have something semi-serious I need to talk about. So with the possibility of me leaving my job, and I talked to my oldest son about this last night, we had plans for my student loan money, which honestly I'm probably not the most responsible with the surplus that I get. And that's mostly because I don't want to be, which I should, but I don't want to be. And so I had every intention of taking that student loan money. They see you, honey. They see you. Every intention of taking that money and getting each and one of my kids an iPad and an Apple Pencil and stuff like that. Honestly, it may still happen. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm kind of faced with this dilemma. But I was also gonna get myself a new wedding band and wedding ring, which was a really nice thought. But I'm sitting here, I was sitting in bed today, and I was thinking, it's like, you know, well, it'd be really nice to do that. What also would be really, really nice would be to get the printer that I really want, an HP printer. And then subscribe to the HP ink thing. That would also be really nice, because then I could just print the things that I need to print at home and stuff like that. Like, there's no doubt within my mind that I'm going to be done working at Vivint by the first week of school. Like, I'm just gonna be done. I don't know, I feel like my kids should suffer for me. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Also, with the printer, I also want to get a Cricut.
Why do you want to get a Cricut?
They're probably thinking like the actual book Cricut. So that I can do vinyl cutout things, so that I can label things. My hair is like falling out of this like rope twist braid thing. To redo it. One second, like I want to get a cart that has, it's like 20 drawers. I actually want to get like 2 different carts, but one of them has 20 drawers, and I want to get a Cricut maker so that I can cut out vinyl, so I can label them like Monday through Friday, so that I can a week ahead of time, you know, have everything in there. And then in case I need a sub, and if it's like simple enough, like I could have all those drawers filled like with everything in there. And if I'm really, really on top of things as a teacher, I could have quote unquote sub plans done. Like there'll be like a general sub binder that might have like the daily schedule of things like that, but then actually have like the actual lesson plan printed out and on the paper, just in case I'm not gonna be there, kind of a thing. Because with 3 kids, there might be days where I'm like just, you know, I need a sub. I don't know. But I really want to get a Cricut. This is like really shaking bad. I really want to get a Cricut so that I can do that. I can do the vinyl thing, and maybe not even for the sub thing, but just like so I can label things the way I want it to be. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, you guys. I really don't know. Like there's so many things that I want and stuff like that. And I was thinking last night, I'm gonna be done with school by the end of January, and then I'm gonna start my master's program. But I also, like, I've been wanting to try VIP Kid. It's like that online English learning thing. I tried Je Crois English like I would say almost a year ago, and I could have done it, but during one of my training classes, my husband was taking a shower, and so at that point my like almost just new 3-year-old came into view of the camera. And even though he wasn't distracting me or anything, because he was in view of the camera, because the camera was in our living room, my computer was in the living room, they didn't fire me, but they didn't schedule me for anything. And I reached out to them multiple times, like, hey, when am I going to be placed on the schedule? And they just never reached back out to me. And so I'm wanting to do possibly VIP Kid as soon as I graduate, because you have to have your bachelor's degree, and this is getting really long. But that will hopefully get, I mean, I would say to get maybe $1,000 extra a month would be nice. I know that it's possible to get like $2,000. I don't think I would be anywhere close to that, but if I get half of that, even a little bit less than that, and then, you know, after taxes and stuff, like, that'd be really nice. That could be stuff, you know, just extra money, because I'm gonna be subbing. So I could do VIP Kid and subbing and still have, you know, my nights and stuff to myself, unless I'm doing VIP Kid at night on weekends. But like, I don't know, I think that would be the best choice for me at this point. But like I said, I'm gonna keep with Vivint until I absolutely can't. So that's either going to be if I get another position at the daycare place that I work, or it's going to be when my husband gets a second job. So whatever one comes first, that's when I'll end up quitting Vivint. Or I would say my last week would be the week before school starts, because then I don't have to worry about, because the Monday that the week that school starts, so it's the 20th, is back to school night for my kids. It'll just be really nice to not have to worry about any of that. So anyway, that was just a really long clip. This vlog this week is gonna be really long, and I apologize, but it's like a whole week worth of me just wanting to talk, because I find that, like, if I just vlog on one particular day, then you get like, yeah, little tidbits, but I have these ideas and these thoughts in my head that I want to share with you guys constantly, but I can't, because it's like in just one day. And so I'm like, it's gonna be a longer vlog because it's going to be a week. My kids were really good. They were actually really quiet. But I'm gonna actually show you guys what they're eating when we get to the school. They participate in the free lunch program during the summer. So they get, it's Monday through Thursday. They won't have it on Wednesday this week because it's the 4th of July. But they go in, they get a free hot lunch, and we sit, we eat it, they have fun, and then we go home. It's a really nice treat for them, because during the school year they don't get hot lunches, because the school that they go to only has sack lunches. And so unless I pay, which I plan on doing that, I pay for Wednesday's pizza day, they bring the same thing to school every day, a sandwich and stuff like that, like fruit, vegetable. They were doing fruit snacks and goldfish for a while, but we won't be buying any more fruit snacks and goldfish, because I'm trying to get rid of slowly get rid of as much processed food as I can in my house. So yeah, we're going to lunch, and I will talk to you guys when we get there, and I'll show you guys what they're eating. Again, sorry for the long chatty clip, but I just wanted to kind of throw all of these ideas and all these thoughts out there. So I will talk to you guys in a bit. Bye.
And it's a Lego game. So you got the builders and stuff like that. Even it's got
Legit, you guys. I've been sleeping. Sorry. There. I got home from taking the kids to lunch, and I laid down and I've been sleeping, and I just woke up because I have to work. My goodness. It was because my eyes just hurt so bad. This one in particular, like it just feels like somebody punched it. It hurts a lot. I've been thinking maybe like, I don't know, you guys, I don't know what to do anymore. If you're watching this and if you actually have any input into any of this, what should I do? Like, I want to quit my job. I wanted to quit my job a long time ago. But I also, I don't want to put my husband in the pinch. Yeah. This is like a very random clip. Honestly, me not even make it in. I just, like I said, I'm torn at what to do right now. I want to quit, but I don't want to put all this pressure on my husband. I want to buy books and things for my classroom. There's just so many things I want to do that I need to have a job in order to do it. But what I really, really don't want is the stress. I don't want the stress that this is giving me. And I think in the end, that is what's gonna win. Is me being like, I just don't want the stress anymore. So I'm gonna set everything up. I'm gonna start working here soon. And I'll talk to you guys later. This actually might be the last clip of the day. But I will talk to you guys tomorrow. This is what I did today, which is not much. I didn't even work out. I can't even say that I walked around. That would constitute working out, because I didn't slept because my eyes hurt. Like I said, it feels like somebody punched them. I don't like that feeling. So this is like going in and out blurry like crazy. I will talk to you guys, like I said, probably tomorrow. I'm not going to do any more vlogging here today, but I will talk to you guys tomorrow. And tomorrow will be the 4th of July, and I'll take you along the fun festivities of tomorrow. Yeah. Bye. Happy 4th of July! So I am dressed. I'm actually wearing a LuLaRoe, I think it's a Randy. Pretty sure it's a Randy. It's been a long time since I sold LuLaRoe, so I can't even remember all of the names of everything. But, so it's just a, it looked 4th of July, and then some like jean capri shorts type things. So that's what I'm wearing today. But I wanted to take you guys along for the ride of like me getting ready. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to see, but I'll kind of check in while I'm getting ready here. I do have, of course, since it's the 4th of July, my Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color in the color of Love. So it's called Love. So I'll be wearing that lip color. I may curl my hair. I'm not sure what I'm doing with my hair yet, honestly. But I wanted to at least do my makeup today. So, without further ado, I'm actually going to kind of speed up the process, and maybe I'll actually do it like looking at you guys. So if I get like super close, so I can actually see what I'm doing. But if you watch my 100 Facts About Me, you know that I love makeup. I love makeup. So let's do this. Let's do my makeup. So cue the time lapse. my battery's about to die. So I'm actually gonna finish my makeup, turn off my camera, plug in my battery, and I'll show you the after of it all later because I need to charge it because we're going to a parade today. So yeah, bye. Hello again. So I did finish my makeup. I'm sorry I couldn't show you guys the entire process because my battery was gonna die and I needed to charge it because we're going to a parade. Are you guys excited to go to a parade today?
Yes!
Who's talking? I don't see anyone there.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Oh, there he is. He's under the blanket. Is everyone buckled up?
Yes!
Let's go to the parade. Okay, parade is over. I'm always reminded after I go to parades why I don't like parades. They're just kind of crazy. And like, I remember being a kid, but I also remember like not being able to go out into the street and like we were respectful. Like I'm turning into one of those old people, Chris.
That's parades in Utah.
Where I'm like, I was a respectful youth and all these kids have no respect for other people and stuff like that. But honestly, it's true. Like you can see it, and even some adults, like you could just see it. So we came to the parade with a friend who has 2 sons and both of them are autistic. And then there was my son, and I don't talk about the autism and stuff like that very much on my channel, but I do have a son with autism. And so they're all up trying to get candy, and so the parents, we were all kind of taking turns supervising our kids because there was no room up front for the adults. And so we were taking turns trying to not block the way for the people behind us to actually see things. Okay? But trying to make sure Chris is good here. We had, don't honk at her. I had a lady behind me going like, I can't see anything, and just totally complaining. First of all, there's tons of kids in front of you, and she was complaining about me and my friend who are like up front with our kids because they needed to be supervised. And I turned, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to supervise my kids. Like I was very polite about it. I'm trying to supervise my kids, make sure that they get like a fair chance. And that's not meaning that I'm like taking candy from other people, so like that, which other adults were. But it just meant that I was just there to make sure that my kids didn't have any meltdowns and that everything was gonna be okay, stuff like that. And she's like, well, we're trying, and she's like pointing at her kids, we're doing the same thing with ours. And she's saying, and I told her like, well, half of the kids that I'm working with right now have special needs. And that got her to shut up. But like, something fun that was supposed to be fun turned into like a war and just overstimulation for the kids that we have with autism. And it just, I don't want to say it turned into a nightmare, but like it wasn't, it kind of sucked the fun out of it for me today. So I'm gonna leave you with that. I will check back in with you guys later. We're gonna roast brats over a fire. We have some s'mores, and we'll go to fireworks tonight and stuff like that. I feel like some of my lip sense is coming off right there. I'll have to fix that when I get home. But I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, so I'm home and I need to plan a lesson for Sunday. I have my husband outside cleaning up the backyard so we can put up our canopy so that we can get everything together so that we can do our little barbecue. Not really barbecue because it's not on the barbecue. We're gonna do an open flame where we cook our brats and stuff like that. So he's cleaning up out there so we can do that. And I'm gonna start planning our lesson for Sunday since this is my only day off until Sunday. So we're gonna do that tonight. And we usually would do it after the kids are in bed. but we're gonna go to fireworks tonight. And I don't know what time we're gonna get back. So.
We're gonna go to fireworks?
Tonight.
When?
I don't know. So I'm gonna do that. I really want a nap. It's not gonna happen. But I really want one. It's not gonna happen. So I'll talk to you guys later. I kind of wanted to show you guys how I prepare for my church lessons. Now this is kind of completely different than how I would prepare for like a school lesson, stuff like that. Ira's right there playing a video game. It's quiet time in our house, which means game time because I need it to be quiet. So what I do on my iPad, here's my iPad. I actually have an app that has all of the lessons and stuff like that because they're pre-written and everything, and we follow a weekly lesson for our church for the kids. And so I go through and I read the lesson, and then 2 weeks ago we started making a PowerPoint or a keynote presentation for the lesson. And then I actually, sorry, I keep like not putting myself in the screen, right over there in that like green bag right there. You can see that. In there is a 19-inch screen TV that we bring in, and I create the keynote presentation on my iPad, and then I airdrop it onto my laptop, and then we bring my laptop and everything, set it up at church, and they're able to see the presentation on the TV. So now I just need to read through the lesson, figure it out, which is my husband's turn to actually teach the lesson, but I'm the one that usually, I've been the one doing the keynote, making the keynote presentation. So I'm going to read through it, start that, and then as soon as my husband has a couple minutes or something, we can sit down. We knock it out in 30 minutes or less, what we're doing with the presentation. I get it all set up so that it is prepared before Sunday so that we're not doing it last minute. So that's what I'm doing right now. I really want to take a nap. Like I really want a nap. So we'll see what happens. Chris is setting up the canopy out there, and we're gonna have dinner around like 5:30, and my friend actually might also be coming over for me to do her makeup. So we'll see how long all this lasts. So we'll see. So we got almost done preparing our lesson for Sunday, and then my husband and I were like, we need a nap. So we took a nap. Now it is almost 5 o'clock. We got up. I'm starting water to boil. I'm about to shuck some corn so that we put this down. About to shuck some corn. So that we can boil it, so we can eat it. And I have some like different like little trays for dinner tonight. Getting a garbage bowl ready for this. So my husband's making some kindling because we're gonna roast brats over a fire. Because I'm cheap and I don't want to buy propane. So that's what we're doing. Really excited about corn. I love corn, you guys. Like, really love corn. So corn. Break it in half and put it in the pot. There we go. So that's what I'm doing right now while my husband's getting the fire ready, and then I'll be going out there to start actually roasting the brats, and then after we're done eating brats, we will make s'mores. So that's what we're having for the 4th of July, which I'm just a really simple barbecue. So we're doing. So I will talk to you guys again later. Bye. So tonight took an interesting turn. After the fireworks, we got into the car and the driver's side door would not close. So we had to drive home with our emergency lights on with the door wide open. Chris is gonna go out there in a few minutes after the kids are all in bed, and he's gonna see if it's a fuse. And then we have another car that's in our driveway that we don't drive at all. So if it's a fuse that car has, then we're just going to switch out the fuses and see if that gets it to work. Because yeah, I need a car. That would be a good thing. But yeah, oh, it's so stressful. And I don't want to say it's because people are shooting off fireworks like right by our car, but I think it is. Like it wouldn't have just gone out like that, would it? Like, oh. That's why I want a new car. But I have to wait to get one until I start working like as a teacher. But I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll update you tomorrow on if the car got fixed or not, but I'll let you guys go. I have to look up bus schedules because if it doesn't get fixed, I need to know what time to get on the bus to get to my kids club job and stuff like that. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey, I don't think I checked in with you guys since last night when the car door wasn't closing. It's still not closing. So we are now carless. This is turning out to be a really interesting vlog if people actually make it through the whole week. I think we're having somebody come over tonight to see if they can help my husband figure out how to at least close the door. Maybe not get the door working like to automatically open and close, but just to at least close the door. Because if we can get it to close, then it will be usable until we can take it in to get it fixed at the end of this month or beginning of next month. But if we can't even get it to close, then we're going to have to become completely reliant on people to take us to and from church on Sunday. And then I can order my groceries online at Walmart and possibly just have somebody pick them up. And that's really the only thing. We don't need to leave the house for anything else. Other than also, I would need to find a way of possibly getting my dog to the vet on the 11th. Like, I can cancel my eyelash appointment, stuff like that, but I do need to get her to the vet on the 11th. So, we will see what happens. Maybe somebody will let me borrow their car to take her. Maybe I can walk her to the vet. It'll be a little bit of a walk, but I could do it. Like, it's possible. Don't want to do it, but it is possible to do it. So we will see how all that goes. I'll keep you guys updated on the situation. I may not vlog a lot today because I'm really tired and I'm a little cranky. And I think it's because I'm stressed about the car situation. We'll figure it out. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hello. So it's gonna look like I'm wearing the same outfit. I did change and then I changed back into this because today is Friday. Wanna say hi?
I want to see this.
Yep. So I went to my daycare job thing today. I'm really considering actually quitting.
Hi.
But I don't like leaving people like in a pinch where there's not enough people to actually do the job. However, so I told you guys that our car kind of broke down. Like, it still runs and everything, but the door won't close, and so we can't drive it because the door won't close. Well, we're not going to be able to get it fixed until like the end of this month, beginning of next month, kind of a time frame. Which means that all that time I was planning on taking my kids to like the pool and stuff like that away for free, I can't do that anymore because we don't have a car to get there. I mean, I guess we could pile up early in the morning and take a bus to get there. Like, maybe we can look into that. It's a possibility. But like, so I was doing kids club today and I took the bus there. Now my shift starts at 9:30 in the morning. So I get on the bus around 8:45 and I get there. And then I get there around like 9:21, I think, is when I got there. So I left the house technically at like 8:30 to get to the bus stop. Waited for the bus. Got to my job at 9:21, so it took me almost an hour total to get there. And then I worked my 2-hour shift. So I was done at 11:30. Well, then I had to wait for the bus to come back and get us. So we waited for the bus. We didn't get home until, let's see, it's now 1:20. We probably got home about 20 minutes ago, around 1 o'clock. So what would have been, you know, get there in like 10 minutes, get home in like 10 minutes. So altogether, like, we'll say 2.5 hours. Took me 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 4.5 hours today out of my time for a 2-hour job. I don't know if this is worth it. And like it's gonna be like this pretty much for the rest of the summer almost. Like I don't know. I'll give it some time. I'll think about it. And then I was also kind of excited, like, you know what? I'm gonna like get the shift lead position. Well, I got an email. She jumped the gun, so there's not actually a position open. So I honestly think I'm done. It'll save that time in my life, like a good 8 hours of my week given to me without a car. So yeah, we'll see. We will see what happens. But I'm watching some YouTube, hanging out with my kids, taking some relaxing quiet time now that we did that whole bus thing today. We had Lunchables. What kind of Lunchable did you have?
I
over your face.
The pizza.
You had the pizza one, huh? Was it yummy?
Mm-hmm. And then
It's all over your face, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll check back in with you guys later. This will be the last day that I vlog this week, and then I'll post it on Sunday. So I'll check it back in with you guys. Also, I got my schedule officially changed. What?
The Prodigy updated. Now you can get more than 15 member stars.
Oh, so it's a good thing you're playing. Go play.
Yes, 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 yes.
My kids are playing Prodigy.
And watching something.
He's watching something. I told him that they had to play Prodigy for at least half an hour today. But,
Yeah.
what was I even saying? Oh, so I got my schedule changed for work. So instead of working from 5 to 11, starting on Monday, I'm going to be working from 7 to 11, 5 days a week. So I'm cutting down from 30 hours a week. Yeah, 30 hours to 20 hours. So I'm cutting back on 10 hours, which is going to be really good. And that means I'm going to have dinner with my family. That means that during the school year, I should still be okay if there's like parent-teacher conferences. Like, I should still be able to get to work on time. Like, this should work out. And so I'm really excited about that. So I'll kind of let you guys know how that all turns out. Like, so now I don't feel like I have to quit because I'm down to part-time. So it's not a full-time job on top of teaching, which would have just been ridiculous. Like, I don't think I could have done that. So we'll keep it with this, and I'll update you guys on how it goes. But right now, I'm just gonna sit back. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna relax. I'll talk to you guys later. Okay. So I've gone. I picked up groceries, came back. I have groceries for the week. Picked up my kids.
Orange.
Okay, give me a minute. My kids are eating some fruit. Would you like the orange? Bring it over here. Bring it over here.
Me and I are having a plum. I already got the core, and I
Bring me the orange so I can peel it.
have the peel got out.
No, it's a big giant orange, huh?
Now I want the bad
Peel
one.
an orange. Let's see here.
Got it.
Anyway, so I went and picked up the kids. They were playing at a friend's house while I went to go get the groceries. Back, I have to work.
Me on the computer.
No, we're done with the computer today.
What?
We're done. You've had an hour of game time. You were done.
But
You need to read your book, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, 2 chapters. I have to start work in like half an hour. So excited for next week when my schedule changes so that I don't have to work at 5. I can get just a few more hours with my family every day, just a few more. You know, and I understand that as a teacher, you know, I'm going to be away from the home and stuff like that. Like, I truly understand all that. And I think I've said that here, but this is a different kind of like away. Like, it's not something I enjoy doing. It's not even something I like doing, really. I like the pay. I like buying books. I like being able to pay bills and not stress about that. I like those things. But the job I don't like. You like it? When you're all done, make sure you throw it away, okay?
I like horses.
So, gonna drink up here.
I love
My fingers are smelling like oranges.
My hands are smelling like
Hot out today, you guys. So here's another thing. I said before, I'm really debating quitting working in Kids Club. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I just... Okay.
Where did plants come from?
Tree.
We can't have that in our garden.
No.
But we can have it in the big garden.
Not even really in the big garden. When we have our own house, we might be able to have a plum tree. We'll see. Okay, so here you go.
But I love plums.
There we go. Gotta wash my hands now.
Fine.
Sticky.
Mine.
So, yeah. Getting ready to work. I might vlog a little bit more tonight. I might not. I will at least do like an end clip thing, but this might be it. It's been an interesting week, to say the least. Very interesting. Not the way I thought it was going to shape out to be at the end, but we survived, and I'm doing better than I thought I would with how I would handle certain situations. So, yeah. Ants on my foot. There's ants all over the place. And it's not because my kids drop food, it's just because of where we live that there's ants. Oh, plums. I won't eat it right now, but I love plums. So, talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay. It is the end of Friday. It is 11 o'clock, 11:04, and I'm closing out the vlog. So this was my week. This is what I do, like, every day. And it's funny that I did the week vlog this week because next week my schedule changes, and so things can change. And this was not a typical week because I ended up not having a car by the end of it. It was, and yet it was a typical week because things like that kind of get thrown at us a lot. Murphy really likes us sometimes. But that's okay, because I'm trying to learn to let go of the flow and stuff like that. And so, like, if this would have happened like a few weeks ago when I was like at my low, because I was going through a really low depression, and that's not saying I'm not depressed anymore, and that's saying that I'm starting to pull myself out of it so it wasn't as bad, it would have been horrible. But as it stands, I'm getting into a better place, and things are like kind of turning around at work where things are a little bit better. And today wasn't a very bad day at work. Like, I got through I think like 16 phone calls within the 5.5 hours that I actually was taking phone calls, and that's a good number. Like, that's a really good number. And I was supposed to send out a technician, but the person decided that they didn't want to schedule it, so I don't know if it's gonna count against me or not. I don't know. I don't really care, because it would have been 1 out of 16. So let's do the math. Let's see what that math is. 16. That is not even 1. Oh, that's 6% of my phone calls. which that's pretty low. And so that's good. So, yeah, what's going on here? So anyway, it was a good night. I'm sitting here watching my friend on YouTube. Yep, you see yourself? She follows me. I follow her. And she posted something today. She's awesome. Today, she actually watched my kids for, I would say about 30 to 45 minutes, so that I could go pick up my groceries from Walmart. But not only did she watch my kids, she like let me borrow her car so that I can go get my groceries from Walmart, so that we would have food this week. And so she's amazing. And she's probably gonna watch this, but probably won't get to the end, and so she won't hear me say this, but I look up to her. She truly is an amazing person. So I'm gonna close out the vlog. I'm tired, and I'm tired, but I'm not tired, and I might even try to get my husband to do a marathon watching spree of something with me. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna leave the vlog here, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end of this video. If you're interested in subscribing to my channel, go ahead and click on the link down below. Or if you're interested in watching one of my previous videos, there's also a link for that. Thank you guys again so much, and I hope to see you here again next time. Bye.